Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox, and welcome on this wonderful Tuesday morning. We've got a lot of news stories to get through today, but this first one just shows the rank hypocrisy of the SNP Green Alliance. They are waging a war on motorists. They want to put ULEZ down, they want to put congestion charges down, they're putting the cost of things up, they want to make low traffic neighbourhoods, they berate us, they say we're evil for driving, and yet they love their chauffeur driven cars so much that they cannot help but use them for the most inappropriate journeys. And we're not just talking one or two here, lots. Now, some of these journeys they claim are important, when they get a chauffeur-driven car from their home to the office, which is inappropriate. They're supposed to get to the office under their own steam, not taxpayer-funded trips between their two houses sometimes. But what we've got here now is a level of hypocrisy that is beyond parody. It is so ridiculous. These people are getting chauffeur-driven, taxpayer-funded journeys of 650 yards. They could walk it in 3 minutes. It probably takes longer to phone up and get the chauffeur to drive the car round than it would take them to walk there. And it's not just the one. There's lots of them. Let's take a look at this, and it is beyond parody. Here goes. Now, you couldn't make this up. SNP ministers take 20 taxpayer, and these are only the ones they know about, 20 taxpayer paid car trips of under a mile in just 1 month, while they are waging a war on motorists. While the Nats tell the rest of us to leave the car at home, 7 ministers, including cabinet ministers Shona Robertson, Neil Gray, Shirley Ann Somerville and Angela Constance, have been chauffeur driven on journeys of under a mile through Edinburgh. What is wrong with their feet? What is wrong with public transport? The things they keep on telling us to use. Don't use the car, it's damaging to the environment. But apparently walking is too good for these elites. SNP ministers have been blasted after taking 20 taxpayer funded car journeys of less than 1 mile in a single month. Data published by the Scottish Government has analysed by the Scottish Express shows 7 ministers, including 4 members of the Cabinet, used the service to take walkable journeys in central Edinburgh. It's a joke, isn't it? Why are these people harping on about how bad car use is and how we should always walk or take public transport, and yet they are taking chauffeur-driven cars to go 600 yards? It is unbelievable. Critics say the practice flies in the face of SNP Green claims that they want to promote active travel, except for them, because they are the Politburo in the new Stalinist regime that is Scotland. I'm surprised they don't have their own dedicated central lane like they had in Moscow, reserved exclusively for party members. That is the way of travel with this lot, isn't it? These journeys were described as ludicrous by the Scottish Conservatives, but the Scottish Government claimed they were an essential part of government business. 650 yards, chauffeur driven, is not an essential part of government business. I've seen cabinet members in London walking from one office round the corner up Downing Street, a journey of more than 650 yards, and they walk it. It's unbelievable. The Minister for Equalities, Migration and Refugees, Emma Roddick, MSP, made 6 journeys of under a mile in Edinburgh. It included 1 car trip from Holyrood to the Scottish Storytelling Centre on the High Street, less than half a mile away, 0.4 miles. Now, that is, I'm going to say, 5-minute walk at most? 5 minutes at most. She also took 3.4 mile journeys between St Andrew's House and Holyrood, as well as between Parliament and the Hilton Edinburgh Castle, just half a mile away on Northbridge. and a 0.8 mile journey to the Edinburgh University Students' Association at 52 Bistro Place. The Substance and Alcohol Minister, Elena Whitman, took 3 journeys between Holyrood and St Andrew's House, a distance of less than 650 metres. I mean, this is a joke. It's a joke. As well as that journey, Deputy First Minister Shona Robertson took a car journey for the 0.8 mile trip to Edinburgh Castle. Cabinet Secretaries Angela Constance and Shirley Ann Somerville and Culture Minister Christine McKelvey, have you noticed? All women. All women. These lazy women can't walk. Yeah, I'm just looking here. Every single one. Oh, no, I lie. Neil Gray. He's the only man there. He made one journey. Predominantly, though, 90% women not able to walk and yet sitting there. And I'm not having a go at the ladies. I'm not. But it's these women I'm having a go at. And you know why? Because the streets of Edinburgh are so unsafe for women and have been made so unsafe by their own policies, they daren't walk the streets. Oh, how very, very telling it is. The SNP have made the streets so unsafe for women that these women daren't walk the damn streets. It's a joke. What I'm doing, I'm not going to read them out. What I'll do is I'll leave them here. You can pause the video. See if I can get them all up. And you can pause the video and have a look at those. They're the journeys. And there's the other half of the journeys. And you can pause the video and look at them. Right. Miss Constance, the Justice Secretary, also took a trip between Holyrood and Hilton Edinburgh Carlton, while Miss McKelvey was driven the 0.8 miles between Holyrood and the National Museum of Scotland. That is no more than a 10-minute walk. If you are incapable of walking 10 minutes, you cannot be telling people to not take the car anywhere else. Now, the actual total could actually be higher as the First Minister's journeys are not made public. Now, I understand, and I'm going to give you this, I understand not making journeys public in advance for security. I get the security issue, right? But afterwards, they don't want them made public because they're embarrassed by the journeys. Graham Simpson, the Scottish Conservative Shadow Transport Minister, said some of these journeys are ludicrous. They're embarrassing. That's why they don't publish them. SNP ministers need to learn what active travel is and walk occasionally. If they want the rest of us to reduce car journeys, they should start by setting an example themselves. What they should do is just get rid of these cars and say, if you want to go by car, you hire the car at your personal expense or charge them. Now, I get you've got to have transport. I get that there is a need for official business. But official business only. And official business is when you're travelling from the office to an appointment, a pre-arranged appointment. And the journey must be in excess of, say, 10 miles. If it's under 10 miles, you go by public transport or you walk. And you certainly have to get yourself to and from your own homes by your own funds. It's ridiculous. It comes at a time when the SNP of the Greens are telling Scots to leave their cars at home. In Glasgow, drivers are being threatened with a congestion charge and already face potential fines due to the low emission zone. And Transport Scotland's own route map to cutting car usage by 20% looks to encourage people to walk short journeys. People, of course, who aren't members of the Scottish Assembly. It states walking must become the preferred mode of transport for short journeys. Perhaps that could be stapled onto every desk in the Parliament there in Holyrood. And it suggests journeys of under 5 kilometres, although that's 3 miles, are some of the easiest to change and could be an important way to enable people to start to use their cars less. Ironically, it also says school children should walk for journeys of less than 2 miles, saying there's an aim of ensuring every child who lives within 2 miles of a school is able to walk or wheel safely in line with the Butte House Agreement. Well, why don't they read their own instructions instead? The hypocritical, two-faced tosspots. They are, and now let's see what the government says, because it's bound to be a laugh, isn't it? The Scottish Government spokesman defended the journeys because, of course, they're going to. He said travel is an essential part of official government business. They've got feet, haven't they? Ministers take the responsibility to travel sustainably very seriously. No, they don't. quite obviously, nothing's sustainable in driving 650 yards. And they try to use sustainable forms of transport wherever possible. Issue them bikes. Ministers are entitled to use the government car service, which provides a secure environment to conduct sensitive government business for all journeys which have the principal purpose of the performance of their duties. 650 yards. That's all you have to say. 650 yards. But they are too important. They're too important. They don't want to meet normal people, because normal people will tell them exactly what they think. And you know, I've made this point before. Every time I see Shona Robinson, I'm pretty sure that there is something wrong with her. Something congenital. Genetic. Missing a chromosome, I think. Anyway, I shall round up and come up. How can we take anything they say seriously when they're doing shady stuff like this? How can we sit there and listen to them saying, oh, we must use the car less, we must do this, we must encourage people onto their feet and onto bicycles, when they're doing shit like this? It's a joke. It's absolutely a joke. Catch them out every time. These people daren't walk the streets. They daren't take public transport. They daren't mix with normal people. In their mind, they are above us. They are the elite. They deserve to be kept well away from the electorate because they are scared. And they need to be scared. They absolutely need to be terrified, because they know that given the chance, we'd string the buggers up. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching this video. I enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching this one. Please hit the subscribe button. We need the channel to grow. We need the truth out there. This is obviously a political channel, so your subscriptions absolutely help. Please like the video. That also helps. And until next time, stay safe, stay well. Keep an eye out for the next video. The next one is going to prove something I've been saying all along. And it's another one of those green initiatives that's gone oh so very, very badly wrong. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.